Hi, I'm Hugh Макконахи, dairy nutritionist for Zinpro Corporation, and today I'm going to try and answer some of your questions on supplying water to dairy cows. Water is an essential nutrient for milk production because milk is between 87 and 90% water. Water is the universal solvent, so is essential for the absorption of all nutrients, but also water is important for good rumen function. Dirty, unhygienic water troughs will reduce water consumption by dairy cows, so try to keep those water troughs clean. This can be made easier if the design of the water trough is correct. Stainless steel water troughs or plastic water troughs are very easy to clean, and if they have a good outlet, the water can quickly be flushed from the water troughs and replenished with clean water. The speed of filling of the water troughs is also very important. Cows can drink very quickly. Up to 20 kilograms a minute can be consumed by a lactating dairy cow. So it's essential that the dairy has a water supply that is adequate to meet the daily demands of the dairy cow. We know that every kilogram of milk produced requires at least 4 kilograms of water intake. So for this herd of 800 cows giving 37 kilograms of milk on a daily basis, it's quite easy to calculate the water requirement. If we multiply the number of kilograms of milk by 4, that gives us the number of kilograms of water required per cow. If we multiply this by the number of cows in the dairy, this gives us the total requirement for drinking water. And then if we divide this by the number of minutes in the day, we can calculate the flow rate required from the water sources. When calculating the water requirements, remember that there will be some water within the TMR. In most instances, this will be in the region around 20 kilograms per day. So this can be deducted from the total water requirements of the cow when calculating the flow rate required. And don't forget that heat-stressed cows can drink up to 40% more water on a daily basis. Another important factor, of course, is water quality. Samples of the water should be taken at source on a regular basis and analysed for levels of minerals, for contaminants such as nitrates, and also for high levels of bacteria. High levels of metal can depress water intake, and also they can have an antagonistic effect on other minerals within the diet. The design and location of water troughs will have a big effect on water intake. Try to ensure that no cow is any further than 15 meters away from a water trough in the barn, and ensure that there is at least 10 centimeters of linear water trough space per cow in the group. In terms of height, aim for a water trough to be around 60 to 90 centimeters above the level of the floor, and this will be dependent, of course, on the size of the cow and the breed. So the other thing which is really important is the space around the water trough on the crossover. This needs to be at least 4 meters so that cows can drink without preventing other cows from moving between the two alleyways. On narrow crossovers, these water troughs can be very useful because the cow stands out of the way to drink and doesn't prevent the passage of other cows across the crossover. The biggest demand for water is after eating and after milking. So another good place to locate water troughs to ensure optimal intake is at the exit to the milking centre. If you're installing troughs in the dispersal passage after the milking centre, ensure that you have enough space to accommodate the number of cows which are milked every 10 minutes. Cows prefer to drink water which is between 15 and 17 degrees. So heating water in the troughs or providing water from the heat exchangers in the milking centre will help to satisfy this requirement. Heated water troughs are also very important in cold climates where the risk of water troughs freezing over is high, as this will really limit the amount of water consumed by the dairy cow and limit milk production. The other thing to consider that in summer, during periods of heat stress, cooler water may be advantageous, as this will help to reduce the core body temperature of the cow and keep them eating, drinking and milking. So I hope that answers all your questions on providing water for dairy cows. Thank you for listening.